thirsty, thirsty Thursday. In the energy of what, guys? Jupiter. Jupiter. What's up, everybody? I am the hostess with the mostest, the High Priestess Phoenix. They're going to tell me to start with this book. I don't know what we're talking about. What are you talking about, Lord? I am your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, lightworker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic witch, yogi, guru, evangelist, North American Sybil. I am your messenger god, the first child of God, the Lilith reincarnated. In order to keep up with me, you might have seen what I posted on my community page, my latest live video, and anything in my charts. Let me just stretch my chakras. Hey, I had a fucking break in my chakras earlier. Really? It was the heart chakra, the Palladian, and the throat chakra. All three of them lit up real hard. Really? Yeah. I was like, ooh, this is painful. Really? Mm-hmm. What is it? An expansion of light, people? Light codes and shit. Information that needs to be delivered. Just take a couple breaths. I got some in serious downloads about my documentary. Really different direction. Well, no, just the introduction of it. It's not that I'm going to switch the story too much, but I got some more composure to it. I call it composure because that's what I'm doing. I'm composing a masterpiece with this. I'm narrating and telling specific story and highlighting stuff. So throughout it, I get the ideas. And that's how everything comes. It's just little pieces before it becomes a big picture, a big motion picture. Ooh. Really? What else? I'm not sure. I did an enormous teaching last night on the Tree of Life, and that really kind of inspired it. It's like, it also pissed off people like it always does. Why? They don't want to believe it. They're like, no, she's a fucking liar. She's a cheat. She's a this. She's a that. It doesn't bother me that you don't believe. The only reason that it bothers me that you don't believe that I'm true is because what it really means is you don't believe in God. Really? You can't watch me and be like, oh, she's a fake. It'll irritate your skin after a while, but you can't say that I'm fake. Really? No. Only a fake person would say something like that. There's nothing but truth over here. 100% identifiable. So as I was going in there, and I'm, again, if you notice, this is what's happened since the beginning with myself and Hades. I have challenged his masculinity. I have challenged every bit of his divinity and exposed him because he didn't want to see it for himself. He projected himself to be so many great fucking wonderful things since the day I met him. And slowly but surely, I am breaking this down, this douchebag, down to the actual flesh and bones that he is. He came out to be all knowledgeable about mysticism and the erotesic, but just repeated words that he had read in books. He is not a practitioner. He's constantly searching. No, he dibble dabbles in it. That's what we brought up yesterday. He's not actually serious about it. He's not a practitioner. This isn't real to him. What he really does is manipulate people with tarot reads. And last night, that fucking generic video he uploaded for the collective, that's tarot, that's YouTube 101. YouTube, that's reaching to the limits. Desperation. That was an act of total desperation in the spiritual community. How do you dumb yourself that down? Realistically, as I look at Lewis, it's like, how did you dumb yourself down? Then you start to see the absolute truth. They were never up. I'm all the way up. Nope. He's been trying to build, and that's where I talk about, I take this away, the power that they thought they held, which was nothing more than a lie called their life that they project to people that they're some type of person they're not. Which is, I can start with, the celebrity trash and bash, but we can work our way all the way down to basic humanity. You're a fucking walking lie, a walking, talking lie. You think yourself something that you're not, and you spend all day trying to convince people and yourself that you are this something. Really? Oh, most definitely. So anyways, I just want to point that out. And it's like, I'm 100% for real. And what's scary about it is not what I can do, but the truth of what I'm doing. There are priestesses across the world, sages, seers, mystics, mediums, psychics, just like me. Wolfman has none of those motherfucking abilities. He has a memory card game that he plays called Tarot, and he only knows how to use it to dig into your love life. He cannot use it for anything else. Realistically, well, he does that to create a love life for himself. Have you not noticed? Okay, I use this to what? To create a connection for myself to God. And what do I teach everyone? How to use this connection. Many times people will come to me and ask me for messages from beyond. I will not do that. I'm not your medium. There's people that do that shit that will talk to any dead person. I'm going to teach you how to connect with your own people. I'll take the time to give you what is truly yours, which is this ability. You don't need me to connect with God. Nobody else gave me this connection. It was within me. And that's where magic practitioners look at me like, who taught her? How did she learn? Blah, blah, blah. I am the basis of the magic that you know. It was I that taught your ancestors. The whole magic of what I do over here is the reawakening to who I was before I put on this skin. And that's what I teach everyone else during the grand awakening. But you want to stay asleep. You don't want to wake up to the bigger picture, the motion picture in front of you. And that's where my documentary took a different turn. Really? And I even heard this song. I have this song to play. I had plenty of songs, but they were like, no, now bring this one in for the, I thought I would play a different song for the intro. They wanted a totally different song for the intro. Really? And they wanted the pictures of it. What is it? The Dark Goddess reincarnated. I'm teaching people how to wake up. I'm resurrecting the dead. The spirits shall live again. The flesh, fine. There's all these zombies that are walking around with a conscious mind and they think they know what reality is. That's fine. I'm creating a spiritual army of awoken spirits that reincarnated just like myself and know what they're here to do. They're not feeding into the fucking idea of the Matrix and, keeping up with the Kardashians. They're literally here on a spiritual fucking mission. Really? Most of us are. Have you talked to the missionaries of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints? You guys is on a mission to, make yourselves fucking large and in charge around goofy ass fucking, immature people like yourselves. You want to look so big to your peers. The rest of us, the gods and everybody else are looking down upon you. You're quite pathetic in your attempts for success, fame, and happiness. Realistically. Go on with your bad selves. Anyways, going back to it. There was that. Really, I intrinsically taught you every layer of the dimensions of the angelical world, including access and the location of the Federational Galactic, the star, what is it? The Galactic Light Star Federation, whatever the fuck it is. I even told you exactly where that location is. I tell you everything. Why? Because that's what I'm here to do. Spread the knowledge and wisdom of the gods. But going back to it, to all the haters on the other side, I'm sorry that you can't believe. It doesn't matter what you say because you'll tell someone else that you can't believe me and they don't have the lame lack of belief in God that you do. You turn everyone against you when you try to turn someone against me because you're not fighting me, because I'm not even existent in your life. No, I am a teacher on the other side that you just can't stand. You have a fucking vendetta to someone that spreads knowledge and wisdom. A priestess of God, a humble priestess of God with a big fat mouth. Really? Do you see yourself like when you're crazy, like you clearly are? Or you're just sitting there scrolling at my shit, fucking bitch, fucking bitch. Do you see yourself in the mirror? Do you ever does the phone kind of flicker and you see your ugly face while you're looking at my post? I did. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Really? Hey, good morning to whoever you are. I forgot to open the chats. They try to filter you. I don't filter shit. Go ahead. Pour your shit out there. Come back and see what I said about it later. All right, anyways, let's go into this. What are we going into? I don't know. All I saw was this. You don't know? I don't know. I just have a vision and I go with it. Like today, what are you doing today? I don't know. I just have to get my shit. Actually, there's a Valentine's Day party. That's nice. There's balloons and all this stuff. So I'm gonna be pretty and put on some red. Tomorrow is my favorite day, which is, Friday the 13th. And we're gonna be celebrating Pac because he's getting initiated into the Grammys Hall of Fame with Selena. Anything for Selena, dude. They need to mash up with that shit. Realistically, they'll mash it up in my head and it'll sound great. Love it. So we're gonna be celebrating them, doing whatever that, tomorrow's shadow work. Let's just kind of stay in the light today. Sahim. We're not Sahim. Where are we at? The spring equinox. Is that where we are? We're getting there. When is that? I don't know. When we get there. I'll see you. It's Coolio. Ostara marks the day of vernal equinox. What is this? This is Easter shit. Oh, yeah. Guys, I know you're not going to make it in 40 days. Will I? I don't know. Who knows? But we are definitely trying to start a fast on February 17th. Some of you will not make it through the day. The best you can do is 3 days. If you can push yourself to 3 days, that's typically what, traditions used to do on a weekend. You would come to the church and lock yourself out for 3 days. Really fast for 3 days. It's a typical one. If you can make it to 7 days, God created the world in 7 days. Really? If you can make it to 3 weeks, 21 days, which is a moon cycle, 21 to 28, somewhere in there. That's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful, if you can make it, and that's what it is, from the full moon to the new moon. That's amazing. If you can make it through the dark night of the soul and the self-sacrificing that Jesus and myself and others have done for 40 days, then it will be honored amongst the gods. As long as you're not doing it because you think this is payment. What you're asking for is God's spirit to fill your body so you can be inspired to walk better in your life, to fight your fears and have the strength and be in alignment. We were hearing in sync last night a million times. Really? You are my fire. Don't even sing in sync. Dude, I'm never. First thing I need, anybody want to buy me something for my house? Get me a karaoke machine, and we are totally gonna fucking party. Really? Like it's 1999. Let's move on. April moon magic, April showers. No, we're not in April. No gentle animals. I don't know what we're talking about. The mortality of youth. We were definitely talking about that. Really? Well, the whole thing is we're going through our crone stage. We're still croning, really. We're dying. We're still shedding until the new skin is put on when? The full moon, which is the new year, which is everything. It's all on one day. Really? All timelines align. And there's a planetary parade that comes in on the 28th. Really? Oh man, the gods are smiling upon us. Candle ritual, embolic ritual. Are we in embolic? No, I'm just, what am I looking for? God, breathing meditation. That's what we need to do. Hey, have you ever just sat in your body and listened to it? You know what a great way to do that is? A great breathing meditation is to take a bath. Oh, here comes the guys that are afraid to be seen naked in a bathtub. Where does that come from? You're going to have to work on that. Anyways, you sit in a bath with your hair, with your head under the water, and you just breathe. If you focus on that, you literally climb into your body. Now you're in with your lungs, and you can watch from inside. Really? A lot of people are trying to have an out-of-body experience, but all the power is inside the body. Really? Well, they shoved us all in this candy-coated shell, don't you think? There's a lot into us. The layers to our being. A spiral offering bowl. Don't forget to make an offering coming up. When? For the 17th. We're building up to it. Fudge brownies. No need bread. Chili. Oh, I love chili. Mama Bridge. Straight shoot nature that will change your life. Okay. Who's that? Me, the bridge, embolic. We're still in it. Really? Yeah, for sure. And then spring, the bridge is the youthful part of you that's being reborn. But you're going through the 50 shades of gray is what I heard. Really, you're going from the dark to the light, and it'll be fast, but it's slow, but it's fast. Really? Yeah. It's like the season. Really? Winter's still happening, but spring is upon us. Does that make sense? Really? Well, it's going to be 60 today, but they said it's going to be snowing this weekend. Welcome to the Mile High City. Didn't I tell you that's exactly what happens around this bitch? I told you. Really? You have to be flexible to be here. It's like you expect the people to be stable. We go with the flow of the weather. Like, so how the fuck could we be one thing? Just because we're a Bronco, you know what I mean, doesn't mean you're going to put a saddle on us and we're going to be in the stable. That's the year of the fire horse. Where are you going to celebrate it at? I don't know. You're supposed to celebrate it for 82 minutes under the blood moon. Really? You're going to be blasted if you do it. I'll be out there. Really? It's guaranteed. And then what? How do we celebrate? We go hungry for the next 40 days. You're like, they're not, that was what Jesus did. Why don't you get that we are walking Jesus's path? In that, you're going to have to fight the same devils and temptations of the mind that are telling you to be weak and give in. Just go back to where you came from. Just go back and get a job. Just go back to that lover. Just go back where life was easy. Just do what you did and struggle. Don't give in to God. Don't believe in God. Just go back. Just go back. Just go back. Realistically, I'm right there. This is too hard for you. If you can't make it through the first day, then, you know what I mean? Eat one for me. Give in to your temptations. Really? I mean, that's what sets us apart, bro. Discipline, self-discipline. Over, fucking Hades over there, he's eating raw meat every night. He could never do this. He could never do this. He could never sacrifice his fleshly desires for fucking God. But when you do this, you're showing God you're ready for God to take over your life. You're giving your life for God. Really? The sacrificial lamb. What is it? You quit eating fucking pork chops, fathead. I'm getting hungry. Does that mean you stuff yourself before you do it? No, that's not really going to work. You just tell yourself why you're doing it. That's all. It's like any child. I don't want to. I don't want to. And then you got to tell yourself, no, we have to. Why? Because this is good for us. We're doing this for God. And God loves a grateful giver. We're doing this for God. That's why you teach yourself. Why am I saying no? Because we're doing this for. That's why I tell you no. God said no. Really? My mind don't argue. Why? Because he knows what God can do and it fears God like it should. Really? Yeah. People before Jesus, they had a reverence for God because he was everywhere. He wasn't in the form of man. There was people that taught what God said, but they knew the living God was upon them at all times. Oh, yeah. Really? There was no place you could hide from the living God. Really? Oh, yeah. You guys are over there trying to hide in your skin. All right, going back to the bridge. Who am the bridge? I'm the bridge. The medicine of Mama Bridge, blah, 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 the calendar. Enter Mama Bridge. Geez, you want to talk all about me? It's all about me. One time. Really? I mean, it is. And that's where they wanted me to start the documentary, to show me and some information. It's like the dark goddess reincarnated. Hi, my name is, and then it shows all of these. Really? This is me, and this is me, and this is me, and this is me, and this is me. And who are you? And I know you from where? Elementary school. Go that way. Who said that? Big pun. I don't want to be a player no more. I ain't a player. I just crush a lot. Really? Let's do it. All right. Traditionally in Wiccan and other magic-focused religions, should I put out my picture? Picture me rolling. We're in the bridge. Really? Yeah, I'm in another fucking energy. I have lots of them, Don't make me put on my shit. Don't make me switch into some shit you don't want to see. Really? Everybody wants to see me. It's me. Really? I mean, who are you? What am I hearing? Lil Wayne? I'm me. And I'm me. Okay, Lil Wayne. It's Wheezy F Baby. Really? Okay. Come on. It's probably at the bottom of the deck. I'm going to start at the bottom. Why? Because they do this. No. Ooh, Gabanox. I'll get you. All right. Maybe it's not at the bottom. Ooh, what was that one? Ooh. Artemisia. Love you. Really? I'm not get on my face. Mama Bridge. There I am. Here I am again. Michael Jackson. are you laughing? They just be taking over the show, bro. What are they doing in my voice box right now? Only one time did I say, all right, that's it. Who the fuck said that? Who was it? Louis Anderson. What do you say? Bob had bitch tits. But we were talking about something very emotional. And he's all, Bob had bitch tits. Hey, all right. Stop it. I want to know right now who said that. What did I see? I saw an empty auditorium, and there he was with a light over him and his arms crossed, but he was so fat he couldn't put his. He looked like a fucking genie. You ever seen him? I mean, he's dead, obviously. Oh God, such a fucking. All right, am I in my bridge or am I just in the Hecate or the spirit of life? Anyways, he was fat. Louis Armstrong, or that was his name. Louis, not Louis Armstrong, the singer. Oh fuck, Louis. Oh God, now I'm getting every Louis. Stop it, including Lewis Hamilton. Useless, absolutely useless. Get his face out of here. Hold on, Louis. Fuck. Anyways, he was this fucking comedian. Really, he had this funny. He was a great comedian, and eventually they think they turned it into a cartoon. Only the old people like myself know what I'm talking about. But he was real fat. Uh-oh, good morning. I heard back from. Okay, hold on one second. Let me read this because this could change my day. No need to bring anything from 12 to 2. Does that work for you? It works for me. Does it work for you? Make work it? Yep. Yes. Sorry, I have to multitask. I'm multitasking. Really? Yep. Okay, cool. I didn't know when I needed to go and do something. And that was my next question. Do I have to bring anything with me? Nope. I just need to go sign some documents to my new life. I hope that it's what I'm manifesting is that the apartment's done and I can go in and take some pictures of it. Really? So I can show you. I'm not afraid to take pictures of it while it's open because there's no way to astral travel to that open space. Because first off, every space starts as that open space. It's not until I start putting details into it where you can get into my space. Really? Well, you're not me. I can enter your space, but you need a visual. Picture me rolling. Sorry, I don't know what his name is. Louis Anderson, not Armstrong. Confirmation. I'll let her know you're going to be there. Yep. I'll be there at what time did she say? 12 to 2? Then that means I'll be there at 1. Why? The beginning's 1 o'clock. Probably 1:11 to be honest. Anyways, really? Well, synchronicities. I'll bet you. Do I look at the clock? I don't know what day it is. It's Thursday. That's right. Okay, going back to it. It wasn't Louis Armstrong. I don't know why I kept saying that. Louis Anderson. Louis Anderson was this big freaking in life. He was bigger than life. He was a big guy, right? And he used to cross his arms, but because he was so big, he couldn't. So he sat with them and they look like a genie. Go back and see him. So then I'm in the middle of channeling and all I heard is Bob has bitch tits. I'm like, who the fuck said that? And I see him with his teeth, and I kept saying, guys, what's his name? He was the comedian, real big guy. He had those funny little teeth, and he looked like a baby Huey. And it was Louis Anderson. So only once or twice have I ever asked who said that. But anybody's available. The dead is there. They really want to pour in and tell you some shit. Really, we're supposed to be talking about me. It's all about me right now. What are we talking about? Magic focused religions and other outlooks inspired by the traditional folklore of Western European. Embolic is associated with the Celtic deity Bridge. And what oil is here? We have my Embolic and my Bridge. I need to get a new one. I just put it on this morning. Really, what does it smell like? It smells kind of really super clean, like the Cayenne. It's like a real clean smell. Like what, Mr.? It's like when you use, what does clean mean? Think about Irish Spring. You know, that real strong clean. Or like, Polo Sport. Why are you using men? That's a good question. Okay, clean. Dolce & Gabbana's light blue. That's a clean smell. That's clean. It's not potpourri. It's not sweet. It's not citrusy. It's a clean smell. Really? Mr. Clean? Mr. Clean? Yeah, and I want to point out when I came in the room, I could smell the chemical that they used. What does it smell like? Bleach, to be honest. I kept coming in. I was like, why does it smell so much like bleach? It could be my sheets and all of that I changed, But nah, it never smells that strong. Really? Mm-mm. They use something that's similar, that has a similar smell to bleach. Now, mind you, I didn't smell it. Like, it's not like I shouldn't be breathing it. You have to wait, so many hours for it to, clear before you can bring family and kids back in. But I can smell it. Why? Because I have super senses, motherfuckers. Really? Going back to it. Anyways, Mama Bridge, straight shooting nature that will truly change your life. She will tell you how it is without sugarcoating it to make it more palatable. And that's what I said. You guys are sugarcoating everything. You want things to be received well. You want yourself to be received well. You don't want to you don't want to get anyone mad. You don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. You don't want to tell the truth. When a person stands, you know what I mean? And that's where I stand with judgment. When a person has to stand, and I'm the witness all the time, I have to stand up and in front of my peers, in front of the divine, in front of God, and I have to make accusations all day. I have to declare what I see all day to the person that's standing right in front of me. As God said, I will make a table of your enemies. Hey, you didn't say I was going to be sitting here next to the judge and jury trying to explain to the world what they did. Really? Something like that. If you haven't watched this spiritual journey play out, which I call spiritual court, really, that's where it is. And I cannot. And that's where it is like, there might be things that I avoid, and that's the high priestess. Why? Because to know too much is to blow your mind, and some people will use these ideas to connive. Really, people are always trying to look for a conniving way to make life easy. So I don't teach people that, other people's magic. We don't go chasing love. We don't go chasing money. We don't go chasing success and fame. That's not what I teach you over here. I teach you how to chase God and finally grasp him. And then you're fine. You don't need me, and you can go teach everyone about this unbelievable. By the time you've got him, bro, you got him. You don't need me. Now all you need is to understand what he's trying to teach you, which is, again, going back to the Isis. I'm getting these dreams. I'm getting these visions. I keep thinking this way. I'm stuck in this level of the dark night of the soul. You come to me when, you're semi-developed on that sense. But ultimately, until then, you're just supposed to be training yourself, going through all of the shit that I teach you. My fucking hand will not stop itching. You're shaking hands with they say you're shaking hands with the devil, or you're shaking hands with the angel. To me, it's blessings. I'm getting blessings. Something's coming in. Really? Shake my hand. Here. You guys are using it to rub yourself off. I keep my hands open in prayer and receiving of God. You're trying to receive what? Put it in your mouth. Holy Spirit, come on, stop. Quit. Shh. Really? That's what I said. I'd be trying to talk, and they'd be like interrupting and talking. All right, I tell you how it is, and that's how it is, and what you're going to do about it. After all, how can you change a bad habit if you don't acknowledge it directly? Do you know that you fucking up so bad, realistically? Well, going back to B, are you aware that this is all you ever talk about and people don't want to hear this? And that if you took your focus off this, you might actually have a life, because you're giving all your life to this fucking subject and it's life sucking? Really? I mean, does he suck your toes or what the fuck? To be honest, I ain't seen the dude around since the last time we talked. And I mean, I ain't got nothing to say on it. Your mental medicine involves being fully honest with yourself and about the limiting beliefs, excuses. Oh, I sent that video to Bobby. I ain't talked to him in over a week, but he sure saw that. Oh, you want to see some shit? Let me show you some magical shit. I was like, what did I say? Excuses. You're full of excuses. Really? Well, all of you are. I could tell you how you could live a better life, and you're going to tell me how that's not possible. It's not possible. Oh, anything's possible if you believe in God. Oh, you don't believe in God? Excuses and bull that you stagnate yourself with to prevent true lasting change. That's what people come to me for. What am I supposed to do? You're supposed to change. Oh, I don't want to do that. You just want things to get better. You're unhappy in what your life is, and you just want it to be happy? Do you think I wave a wand around here? No. I'll wave yours. Holy spirits. Jeez. Realistically, I mean, should I close my eyes? I hang out with all kinds of divine masculine energy, and I am the basis of sexual energy, so it's all just dirty. We are the dark and dirty. We are a whole bunch bunch of children of God. It's so annoying. We were the fucking inglorious bastards. Like, oh God, where are those guys at? What are they up to now? No, all eyes on us. They love watching us out here trying to fucking hold God's light. Bunch of fucking dark angels trying to teach people God. They fucking love it. They have absolutely no qualification to be doing this. It's like they gave us a gun and we don't even, has a million buttons and we don't know how to use it. We're just out there, pew, pew. Really? You're taking this simulation a little too far, I think. Seriously, I mean, I'm gonna die. Like, really? My parents are gonna kill me. Like, really? Like, that's not even real, bro. You're gonna live a long, torturous life. I'm playing around, bro. Social suicide is not real. Financial devastation isn't even a thing. We come in this bitch broke. This is going to teach you self-sufficiency. Welcome to Baba Yaga. We're not there yet. Sorry, it's funny to me. Why? You're trying real hard to live your life, and I'm making fun of you. Really? I was like you. And then every time I say that, you realize I was crazy. I had to be crazy to be like you. I was literally crazy being like you. Did it drive me crazy, or it was the way that I maintained being like you? Well, let me ask you this, people. Can you maintain your life without medication and therapy? Then your life is what's driving you crazy, stupid. There's a million people that have been through what you've been through, and they're not cuckoo for the loony bin. Really, they're not taking chill pills and going to talk to a therapist. Really? I mean, they're talking to God, to be honest. Really? Put your burdens on me. And he doesn't take it away with a pill. He makes you have to learn to chill, bro. Really? I can look back in so many times where I cried to God, please, there's a real heavy one. I can always see myself on Chris's fucking porch looking up. There's a couple of them. That was a real hard, dark night of the soul. That summer, ooh, that was a deep, dark summer. But there's a couple of ones. One, when I feel, that I'm left here, Starseed, I'm all alone on the earth. It's still the same. And it'll be the same when I release the documentary. I will still be the only fully awoken transcendental soul, that of the superconscious that has the knowledge of my past lives. I am still the only one. You are not alone. Anyways, I used to cry about that a lot, and it's still true to this day. But it was really hard in the beginning. Secondly, I can look back and see these visions of me begging God 100,000 billion% to let me out of this contract with Russ. Really? The feelings, bro. The feelings. I was fighting everything. I mean, I gave in to Bobby, but I wasn't giving in to Russ, bro. And it was destroying me like you wouldn't believe. I tried every sense of magic. The last time I saw Kobe's daughter was that. What were you crying over? Him? I did everything. I didn't want these feelings for him. Why? Because 1,000% he was not worthy of them. And this was definitely after, you know what I mean? He had completely humiliated me and destroyed me. I wanted out of this 1,000%, but I couldn't. I couldn't get out of it. It was so terrible. Really? Oh, man. There was that one. And then when I found out about baby daddy, he's literally 3 hours away from me. He's got thousands and thousands of dollars. I'm literally 100% broke, selling my food stamps to his father so we can survive. And I just get so fucking mad, bro. I want to drive up to his fucking Carl's Jr. job and pull him out the fucking window and literally curb check him. Do you know what a curb check is? It's real, and it's the most violent thing that I've ever heard about. It's the most ghetto thing. They'll take your face and they'll put it on the curb and they'll kick the back of your head to bust your teeth open. That's called a curb check. I wanted to pull him out I visually wanted to do it. And I knew this was awful. I was seeing myself. This is how bad my anger was. And I'm praying to God, crying, please, God, just make this go away. please make this anger go away. I know this isn't right. Nah, man, he let me fume. I was fuming because it was true. I had so much hatred towards this man, and I never just gave into it. No, mm-mm. And I felt it then. I wanted to fucking, dude, I'd have choked the shit out of that chicken. Your feelings are yours. They're yours. But I can tell you something. Those feelings come from a thought. If I could get this fucking thought out of my head, which is that, you know what I mean? Where is all this pain and anger and frustration and hostility and violence that's coming out inside of me? It's from a thought, but not just one. Many thoughts about this man have now collected and made a snowball, and I'm filled with fire. It wasn't just one thought. If I can put these thoughts to rest, then I can put out the fire. The emotions come from the brain. Really, if you have certain brain damage, you can no longer have feeling in certain parts of your body. That's why they're giving you happy pills, chill pills, because they know that the pain in your body comes from the memories in your mind. So they're trying to shut off a piece of your brain that is very necessary, and then same time chemically stop your body from feeling. How are you going to be a super psychic like me where it's all the six senses, which is all your senses? It's all about feelings when you're constantly turning them off and you're running from where they come from, which is your brain. Really? Really? What does this have to do with the fridge? I mean, everything. Everything. What am I hearing? I'm hearing Lauryn Hill. Everything. Everything is everything. It's a good song. I'll play it after this. All right, anyways. Because stagnation is comfortably seductive, yes, you may not like where you are in life right now, but at least it's familiar to oppose to the frightening unknowns that come with the new life. And that's it. You're afraid of the unknown. I don't know if this will work out. That's your only fear, is you not knowing. If you knew for certain it would work out, you wouldn't be afraid. But that's the adventure, is believing that no matter what, it's going to be okay. Then you have no fear. You have anxieties, as you're going into it, and that's me, my new life. Can I tell you a secret? It's not a secret. I didn't understand the terminology in the news reports. I told you that this new company was something about incentive based. Do you know what they're really incented on? This is their term, beds and heads. They want this place to be fully occupied. Why? Because supposedly that's taking more people off the street. They're not getting incentivized for moving people out. They're getting incentivized for moving people in. So in essence, there's no incentive to get you out of here. And that's what I said about these people. They've been here. Some of them have been here 2 years, going on a third year. This is their home. This has been their home. I watched it, dude. They put up Christmas lights, Halloween decorations. They participate in all. It's like a community place, but they've lived here for years. And it's comfortable. I never got that comfortable, but I started to get into it where I started to use it for what it was, and that's what I said. I never asked anyone for help. I never asked anyone for anything. I just sat here and tried to figure it out myself. It was only when, you know what I mean, I started to be open to it. So again, this whole job searcher, this job navigator, Ella suggested. She's like, we have a good employment team. Would you like me to, refer you? I said, go ahead, Ella. Let's see what happens. I had to be open to receive, and now he's going to give me, you know what I mean, a job, or at least set it up for me. Shit like that. But both stagnation is death. Excuse me. But stagnation is death, both of the body and of the soul. If you don't get out of here, you never get out of here. You're afraid of what out of here means, but it's not just here. It's like I tried to explain that to Bobby. Could you ever picture your kids living in a different way? Like you have your own apartment and they live with you or something. Can you picture anything but this? Do you have any imagination? I know it's scary because you don't know how it's going to work out, but you work it out. When you get pregnant, go back to it. He didn't have that. He was like, here's your baby. Here's your son. Whoa, what? When you find out you're pregnant, you have about 9 months to start wrapping your head around it, and that's 9 months of freaking out about the rest of your life. Everybody's terrified about a newborn because you don't know what to do. You don't know what they need. You don't know. You've never had a newborn. It's only till you get one you start to learn. Same with your first pet, your first boyfriend, your first job. You don't know how to do this job. They're going to show you. And that's it. It's like you can't, main things, don't overbundle it back to sleep. You know what I mean? Don't sleep with it in the bed, stupid shit like that. They teach you the main rules, but now it's yours to raise. This is your little person. And that scares you, but you're going to know what's best for your baby. In the beginning, all they do is cry. So we go through all kinds of problem solving to see. And we're like, okay, this is what they want. They tell you that, they need to eat every 2 hours. So you can expect that. They only sleep for 2 hours. You can expect that. It doesn't, there are little stages of it, but everybody's afraid of a newborn baby. And how is this going to work out? And who are they going to be when they're grown? And am I going to be a good father or mother their whole life? And what about school? The kids here are terrible. And what about the neighbor we live in? And my car's not big enough. You're going crazy, bro. God is going to help you raise that child. Just like fucking, you know what I mean? I'm seeing Sarah and Abraham. They were like fucking old, bro, like 80 years old. They had grown ass, 30 ass, 40-year ass children, men, sons, before Joseph came. They were old, bro. They're like, oh my God, is she going to put, you guys are having sex? That's weird. Wait a minute. Can your body even hold a baby? And then, it's like, this is a miracle. Everybody else thinks this is gross. And then you're like, are you even going to be old enough to fucking know this child? Oh, man. Really? Yeah. That's just a perfect example. And the Empress is about birthing something new. It's not always a child. I was 15 years old when I got pregnant, when I lost my virginity. And then I'm a mother. No fucking around. You're a straight mother now. You're going to be a mother. Because I was young enough, I believed in I didn't fear it. I believed that I was going to be a great mother. And I bought everything for my babies and I tried to be the best mother. I'm going to breastfeed and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that and I'm going to be a great mother. I didn't see our age. I didn't see our situation. I didn't see the world or time ahead of us. I saw what was in front of me. My sweet 16, my grandma promised me for my 16th birthday she'd take me on a cruise like she did, my cousins. But I was pregnant. I spent my sweet 16. We went to the movies and we watched Bug's Life. I'm pregnant. I'm married. I'm watching a kids movie on a date on my birthday. I didn't even, you know what I mean? Whoa. 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 Really? Yeah. You're afraid for good reason because you're going to do something you never did, but you're not doing something that nobody's ever done before. This is just your chance to do something new for you. You know what I mean? When I did my debut, this is my first time on stage. I'm doing something that every artist has ever done. Every artist will always remember their first time on stage. Mine was New Year's weekend. What'd you sing? Bitch, I'll rip your head off. And people still remember to this day. I remember exactly how I felt, what I wore, how scared I was, everything. I remember everything. And then I remember my second show. Really? Mm-hmm. You long forget those. But those are really the importance. It's like, it was all about doing it. You know what I mean? My first music video, that was harsh, opposed to my second music video. And then I had to do it again for the third. I got better at it. Really? I'm great. As Marsha said, I'm good at the music videos. Music needed some help. Well, here we are. Let's put it all together on the fucking motion picture. Really? Wait till you see me. Picture me rolling, says Spock. Okay, going on. So if you want to live, move, bend and twist and turn and change, why not start now? Although yesterday was the best day to begin, Today, embolic is the next day to make a magical commitment to yourself and take the medicine, swallow it down, and establish a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. The medicine go down. Medicine go down. We're in Mary Poppins. Why? I really wish I would have brought that book. There's a book in Mr. Plum's room, and I thought about it, but I didn't. Really, Mary Poppins is related to a lot of spirituality. Really, I brought her up yesterday, and she is totally part of this. Really, now why is it coming up today? Because tomorrow is the big alignment. Neptune goes into Aries. You got one more day. You'll have more chances, but this is the best opportunity to make a change for once in your life. Thanks, Michael Jackson. The power of Archangel Michael Jackson is upon us. The voice of God. You think about his. That's the voice of God. Well, he comes in many voices. Really? DMX is a voice of God as well. All right. After all, the time will pass whether or not you do anything. So why not do something? Today's a perfect day to, destroy your life. Again, tomorrow the energy is really going to be pushing you to look at it. Saturday you might be able to do it, but today is the day. Why? Because of the energy. You got Thursday energy, which is Jupiter. It's full of love and expansion. You're full of fire. You're full of yourself, bro. Be full of yourself. Really? Before you step into a weak heart tomorrow. Oh, I wish happiness for you, and I know that happiness is outside of what you're doing right now. And all I can do, I can't drag you. And neither can God. He can fuck up your circumstances. He could fuck up your money. He could fuck up some shit to push you out your nest. Or you could just fly. Fly like an eagle into the future. Where's it come from? I don't know. I can't not see it. I see it. I can hear it, and it just comes out of my mouth. Really? Well, You want a karaoke machine? This could be fun. Really? I'm going to have a housewarming party when I get, when it's nice and warm. I'm not such an ice queen. Really, I already pictured it. We're going to have a nacho bar. Do you like nachos? It's nachos. It's mine. No, there's not going to be no vegan. What's wrong with you? All right, I'll have some veggie sticks for the Veggie Tales. No, my favorite fucking food is cheese. What kind of meat do you want on your cheese? Really? What kind of chips? Really? Yes, and all your toppings. Yes? Why? All you can eat buffet. What are we eating? Nachos. I had that idea a long time ago. Really? Yeah. Maybe we'll get the karaoke machine and it'll be a party. Really? Party on bed, Bill. Party on Ted. All right, what does this have to do with today? I guess they're just inspiring you to live life to the fullest. Really? I'm going to go sign papers on my new life. Really? Yeah. I went to my yacht, which is judgment. Oh, we talked all about it. Judgment is upon you. Oh, Persephone, compliance. Surrender, dude. Just surrender to God's idea. Sounds scary. Really? Well, I mean, he kicked me out of my house, and I'm glad. I'm fucking glad. I had no future. My kids had no future in Commerce City, bro. It's like Nasty City for those that know fucking San Diego. It's the Nasty City. They call it Commerce City. Really? I mean, it was cool. What was it? It used to be just a stop off of the highway when you were coming into Denver, and they started expanding it. Really? Yeah, it wasn't much. And in essence, they had the terrible school. They had Adam City High School, which would have been my school where my daughter would have ended up, which was terrible. Really horrible. Then my son would have ended up in fucking Adam City Middle School, which would already terrorize both my kids because Mary Jane went there and Aaron went there when they were older. They terrorized Amelia. CJ might have made it through because he just don't get it. He's fucking Benjamin Franklin, Albert Einstein. He don't fuck with nobody. Really? I mean, he'll end up in front of the fucking principal, but over some stupid shit. Did I point out that they took away his computer last year? Really? He wouldn't stop playing games. He is like the only kid that doesn't have to check it in and check it out. Albert Einstein can't have the computer. Really? He's the next Mark Zuckerberg, but past that. Really? I'm telling you, these kids. That's what I was like the other day. He told me these people came in and taught him how to build a computer. I was like, oh, yeah. Next thing you know, you're going to be building that atomic bomb again. Just give you the keys to the kingdom one more time. Really? Well, I'm raising a genius and a war hero. You're raising fucking school shooters and fucking drama queens. Oh, I think about it, my daughter, she's like 15. Did you see her cool boy haircut? Isn't that crazy that she can cut her hair so good? I was like, that's what I told her this morning, and I had to take a picture. She was just sitting there putting her stuff on. I'm like, that is such a great haircut. I was like, dude, you must have brought this from another life. I was like, maybe you've got a freaking future in beauty as a beautician. And I'll be telling stories when they make documentaries. I was like, she did it since she was little, and she never fucked it up. She was just so great. She used to cut her Barbie's hairs in her own hair. And look at her now, Edward Scissorhands. If you go back to Joan of Arc, she did it at 13. And she literally did it on her 13th birthday in a hotel. She was mad at me because she couldn't get a, what do they call? It was all a big thing about her fighting about her masculinity. I swear to God, her chest plate. She got mad at me because she couldn't get, it's a thing that hides her boobs. And she got into a fight with me about it. And then she stood in front of me and she just fucking cut her hair. It's like, oh my God, Britney Spears is in the house. I've never seen nobody do this. What do I do? Really? I have it on video. Really? November 27th of 2 years ago. We were in the hotel and it was sad. I had saved up all this money, all I could for her birthday. I had like $100 and something on a card. I gave her the card, and then she tried to purchase something off some weird website, and it started overcharging kept recharging my card, but luckily the card wouldn't let it go through. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And she gets all upset, and she's like, well, you just don't, and this and that, and that. And she cut her hair off. Really? Yeah, it's part of her past life. I don't know if Joan of Arc just, there wasn't clippers back then, guys. So they would have took a knife, I suppose. Really? And then you tell the story about Mulan, and it's like women have always done this. They chop their hair off and that's when it's serious. Not a fucking girl anymore. Before that was enough. Now you're chopping off your boobs and growing dicks. Chicks with dicks. Hold on, bro. I don't want to do all that. I don't want to grow a mustache at all. Why are you laughing so hard? Well, because the trans actually grow one, and as a woman, you have to pre-carry your stuff so you don't have one in general, or you're gonna be. I don't want to even. Okay, I'm full of light. Hey, did I tell you how bad it is for me to laugh and that I fall over every time? All right, we went to surrender. Surrender to God's calling. Ooh, persuasion. Am I persuading you? I don't think so. I'm on the bridge. Get out of there. Deception. Persuasion. What are you guys doing around here? On page 69. All right, you added fuel to the fire and now you've landed yourself in hot water, so to speak. Make haste, for you are in the process of making a huge mistake if you go ahead with this. Already you are playing with fire, but you will get your fingers well and truly burned if you take this any further. Pause for a minute and take a good look at what you are about to get into. Please dig deeper and investigate thoroughly before you make the wrong decision. Okay, I don't know, as I'm telling you guys to jump into the unknown, this is about somebody plotting. And that's why those two cards just came up. There's people plotting. They're vengeful. They want to get revenge. What's their revenge? Seeing you unhappy. They don't want to go to jail, but they want to do whatever they can to make your life unhappy. Why? Because they don't want you to be happy without them, or they just despise anybody that's happy outside of them. This isn't really an individual war. This is a person that can't stand happiness because they don't have it. So anybody that exerts it, they go after with a vengeance. Really? Yeah. If you're this person, bro, bring it. Bring it. Because vengeance is God. I double dog dare you, and I will sit here happily laughing at you. Really? Happily. Just saying, pause for a minute and take a good look at what you're about to get into. Please dig deeper and investigate, blah, blah, blah. Look back and see where you have caused or what you have caused and who has been hurt in the process. Well, I mean, I'm looking at Wolfman. I've been challenging his masculinity since the day I got on the scene. Realistically, only to what? teach him to stand in true masculinity. Why? Because I need a real man. You could be one, but you need to work on all of this. Really? Well, okay, don't work on it. You're working my nerves. Working my way back. That song came out last night. I'm gonna play these songs. The voodoo goddess of fire warns you that to be wise and heed her message at this time. She urges you to make right your wrongdoings, make up for any misendeavors, and don't be reliant on others to clean up your mess. No more excuses. That's what I said. Excuses, excuses. Take responsibility for past actions and with remorse, and redemption is yours. This goes back to Steve's love tarot. I told you I was just zoned out and I heard him say, somebody's going to give you an apology, but it's not going to be authentic. And you could really work with this and have a new beginning. Off of inauthentic apology, you're being forced to apologize to me. It's not because you want to, it's because God's making you. Good point. I see the mirror on the wall. Why? I did the same thing with Wolfman. I don't want to, but I'm going to because it's the right thing to do. So maybe that's why you're mad, because I didn't what? Because I really don't want to work with you, but I'm willing to sacrifice my, you know what I mean, my ego to do so. And here's the spirit. It's like, well, that doesn't make me feel special. The fact that God has chosen you should make you feel special. Everybody else wish they could be you. Wish that I would give this power to them. Realistically, in all actuality, don't you think I'm reluctant to give this power to anybody? That I would question anybody with the same powers and authorities as me? And God chose this guy that I don't get along with, and he says, no, you're going to love him. Go give it to him. What? Why? Really? Well, in essence, you had to face what you needed to earn the power, which is ultimately working through your opening up and having some feelings. Yeah, I'm just saying this. We've been fucking, I mean, he doesn't. He can't fight me. Nobody, I mean, the only one that put up a fight, I would say, would be Russ. Russ and I went blow for blow. Really? Oh, yeah. We were hurtful about it. It was a great battle of the fittest. Anyways, going back to it. He tries to defense my attacks. Really? Magical. I have never magically attacked you, other than saying you're going to get booty burn and your passport's going to get held up on your flight back home. I have not spoke anything on top of you. Why did you repeat it? Because I already said it. I already knew it was going to happen the second I said it. And you already got the booty burn. That was like a month ago. Really? Yeah, I said it. Probably got fucking diarrhea myself saying it. I don't remember. Since I don't have a passport, that's not a problem for me. But as you can see, my paperwork be held up too. So I was like, oh, fuck. I better quit putting shit out there. I'm putting shit on myself. Really, I've not magically attacked you, but I've been willing to since the day I met you. I totally want to go magical rounds with you. Really? Come on. Fucking Harry Potter and fucking Voldemort over there. You have no power. That's what they said since the beginning. Really? You were just part of a powerful family. As soon as I said that, I was like, maybe you have Crowley in you. Fuck. Maybe you have Crowley in you. I said that Crowley was incarnated, that his spirit's here and it's being trained through the darkness. But once it awakens and it knows who I am, you guys are fucked. So maybe you have Crowley in you. I wouldn't recognize it until you showed it, until you started acting what your true self is, acting in your true godliness. Really? I can't see your flesh. I see your spirit, or lack of. Anyways, take responsibility for your past actions with remorse. Yeah, go apologize to somebody. Look before you leap. A stranger saves the day. Ooh, stranger in the night. Time to say sorry. Say sorry. Bobby has never apologized to me, and I don't even know where he would start. I'm sorry for everything. I mean, do you want to make a laundry list? Is there any particular ones that stand out to you? Can you apologize, in specificity to anything? Do you apologize for anything? No. He just accepts it. He doesn't apologize for it. I apologize. Really? when I see the error in my ways. They brought the Wolfman again. Want to apologize for challenging his manhood. Why? Here we go again. I'm going to get myself in trouble. Why should I apologize for challenging his manhood when I believe that was the righteous thing to do? Really? I need a real man. I wasn't wrong in what I said, and you guys won't forgive me. Damn, I go back to everything terrible I just said. When I told my sister, I'm going to drop you like my mom did. I did. Completely fucking dropped her in that conversation and never thought about her again. That's not true. My mom loved you. That's what kept her on drugs and shit. She really did. It's not to love. You're an amazing person. That was just mean. Then I saw what I told Aunt Pat. Our fucking dead fucking aunts. I didn't use the word ancestors. I was like, your sisters and brothers and husbands and fathers and mothers would be fucking ashamed of you for how you're treating the living. You were supposed to look out for us, not separate us, not tear us apart. Ooh, she did not forgive that. Why? Because I threw the dead in her face. But it's true. None of them. And when I was fighting for Lori, my mom loved Lori. You know what I mean? Justin's mom loved Lori. She was there. She died the night he proposed to that girl. You know what I mean? Fucking Uncle Oro, which was his wife, or I mean her husband, loved Lori. These three loved us, but they loved her. You know what I mean? And I was like, how fucking dare you try to put her out this relationship? Why was your big fight? Because she did it to James's ex-wife. James had a wife named Jolene. That was my cousin's mother. James never had any more children. She was a wonderful woman. Very light, beautiful woman, dude. Just wonderful. Seriously? Oh, man. She was just a wonderful fucking woman. I don't know. I mean, everybody has a dark side. She must have, to be with our family, to be in our family, she had to be vibrant and dark. Really? Any person that came into our family, you were attracted to some kind of vibrancy, some party life. But anyways, Jolene was part of the life forever. James decides he wants a divorce, and he moves on to this fucking 20-year-old girl, dude. Seriously? Her name's Jade. Yeah? Oh, God. Jade in her palace. Let me tell you, this fucking girl. It was a big deal. But when it happened, Aunt Pat acted like Jolene was never part of the family. Jolene got cut off not because of James, because of Aunt Pat, which was her mother-in-law. And then all of a sudden, Jolene was no longer part of the family. She was not allowed at any of our gatherings. She was not allowed. She was she never existed, bro. But she was just like, you know what I mean? There was only a few of them that you really wanted to see at the party. Really? And she was one of them. And it hurt. And she was about to do this to Lori, because Lori was calling for divorce with Justin because she found out Justin had cheated all those years ago. Lori's moving out of her house and she's taking her son with her. And Aunt Pat's throwing a big fit because she won't see this out and she won't stick it out and everything this family's done for her. And I stand up for her and I say just that. Don't you fucking do this to her. Really? Mm-hmm. Aunt Pat did the same thing to and that's why I said her sisters. You know what I mean? Aunt Jeannie. Aunt Jeannie loved Lori too. Lori was 16 when she came into our family. She was a little girl that loved Justin and made him a man. And they had babies. They were teens, and they were good. Lori made him a man. He wasn't a man out of her, and she was part of the family. So same thing with Aunt Jeannie. Aunt Jeannie had this lover. I didn't even know Aunt Jeannie was gay. It was right in front of everyone's face. She had a woman that slept in her room for all of my life, but I didn't know she was gay until I was like 14. Really? I was the last to put this together. Everybody laughed at me. I didn't understand. Ignorance is bliss. Nobody just told me that was her girlfriend. Nobody just told me they were girlfriends. I was completely unaware of homosexuality in my house. Really? Well, Aunt Jeannie had this woman in her life. It was funny later that my brothers and sisters called her Uncle Christine. Oh, she was a manly broad. Very manly. Christine has been in our life for dude, since I was a little girl. But Aunt Pat said no. She wants to be all religious. Christine can't be, Chris. We didn't call her Christine. Her name was Chris. You know what I mean? It was Jeannie and Chris. Chris can't come to the functions. Chris can't be at Christmas. Chris can't be at Thanksgiving. Chris can't be at the cookouts. Chris can't be there. She had done it, bro. When she got mad at my brother Joe, Joey can't be there. She wouldn't send the invite and she wouldn't let anyone else invite him. She was just like that, dude. And she was about to do it to Lori. And I stopped. And what happened? I took the bullet. She did it to me. After I said that, she ran to all my cousins, which were, seniors to me, everyone. I can't believe what Lisa did. And she did this, and she said this, and she said that. Oh, next thing you know, I had them all in my DMs. And I was like, go fuck yourself. I was fighting for something bigger than Lori. She had done it to my brother Joe. She had done it to my brother Tony. She had done it to my cousin Ace. She had done it to some of Shauna's kids. And whenever she felt like, she would do it to Shauna. We're all cousins. We're all her sisters and brothers' children. And whenever she chooses of her own free will and gets a hair up her ass, she tells the whole family that they're no longer part of the family and not to associate with them. And she's about to do it to Lori. And I stand up to her. And instead, she does it to me. And I've never been part of the family since. Is that family? Is that how your family works? Like somebody, the eldest member of your family decides like you guys are like, the mafia or something, like that person, their word, and you can't go against it. You're not allowed to date that person. You're not allowed to have that job. You're not allowed to wear that dress. You're not allowed to because this person said. Do you have a person in your family that's like that? Are you the person in your family like that? I don't want this to be a long one. I'm going to stop here. Really, they've been going on for hours, and I guess I don't have nowhere to go until I send my papers. Just go sit around and take a baptism, get pretty. Okay, moving on. Look before you leap. A stranger saves the day. Time to say sorry. You have some making up to do. Make amends to anyone you have hurt. This sounds, I don't know, it doesn't sound good. Because of the timing, it sounds desperate. It feels desperate. I guess desperate times is what they're saying, calls for desperate measures. It's like, I've got to do something now. It's like now or never. I felt it in the last card, but this one gives me this icky feel. It gives me this, I've got to do this so that I can, I can have you on Valentine's or something. It feels icky. It doesn't feel authentic. It feels like manipulative. And only because of the two cards I pulled, which is Uzili, and it's still popping up, which is persuasion. And then I pulled up coercion. I forgot where that was. I don't know. Really? I don't know. Be careful. Fill it out, bro. Actions are louder than words. And that's what I said is I can be around Bobby and he doesn't really say shit, but I can pick up so much shit off of him that he's not saying. Why? I don't know. Maybe the cat's got his tongue. Pussy cat. Work with the element of fire to eliminate negative thoughts and behaviors. Time to mend your ways. Forgiveness is key. Charity work beckons you. The Redeemer of Haitian origin, this goddess of justice, is one of the most powerful in the voodoo belief system. I was just a child that looked over my children as a goddess before I had to turn vengeful. What happened? They took the Celtics. I was the Celtic Gothic bridge. They took them, enslaved them, and took them to Haiti. Then I became vengeful. Then I taught magic. Then we fought back. I've taught defensive magic since the beginning. Really? To teach the poor and the oppressed how to stand up. And that was what Aradia did. I was not Aradia. I did not take form in that life, but my spirit guided her through that. All of the divine feminine. In essence, she's a starseed of me, but it wasn't me in that form. I wasn't in that body, but a piece of me was doing what I always do. Really? She was and that goes back to, she was the daughter of Diana. I wasn't Diana in that life. I didn't play that role, but Diana had gotten her spirit from where? Isis. It's just me reincarnated over and over, pieces of me, just like God. God is in Jesus. He is in Buddha. He is in, you know what I mean, Melchizedek. He is in Malcolm X and fucking Mother Cabrini. God and Goddess. Pieces. Really? Really? So this is when I got serious. She guards over cemeteries, and I told you, I've been known to go ballistic towards anyone that gets towards the cemetery at Red Rocks. Something comes over me. As soon as I'm driving out and I see a person, I jump out of my car and go psycho on them. I'm very protective of that cemetery, and pretty much any of them. Why? Obviously, because it's It's a resting place. It's not supposed to be restless. This isn't a joke. This is a place where, you know what I mean? It's a place of, it's a portal, to be honest. It's a place where people, it's like the church. You go there to connect with your dead. You go to the church to connect with Christ. You're going there to connect with spirits. I stand outside of it. Who am I? You got that. I have the light. And that's what I do. I protect the other realm. I'm the gatekeeper. A figure representing this goddess in the first female buried in the voodoo cemetery, so that those laid to rest may Mama Bridge willingly be redeemed of their sins and the sins afflicted upon them. Forgive them and forgive those that they have, you know what I mean? Forgive them for their sins and let them be forgiven. Really? Yeah. Well, that's the energy. It's the Redeemer. That's what you're in. You're in a information. You're in a place of redemption, and they're asking you to redeem yourself. Now, that's what I said. Is some people will go at this approach very desperate. They're doing anything to clear their name, to make themselves look like a good person. A good example is Diddy, and I'm seeing Weinstein. You know, they play all of these things. No, we're gonna twist the story. We're gonna make it look better. My other hand is itching now too. We're gonna make things, you know, change the narrative. That's an illusionist, a confusionist. They have no true power. They're just trying to change the way you see things. They're manipulating you to make you see it their way. Everybody who sits down with me wants me to see life through their eyes. What's going on? Well, shit. I got to go to a dentist appointment. I got this going on. This is what's up with my house. This is what's up with my friends. This is what's up with my kids. They're giving me a look inside of their day. And then afterwards they'll tell me, but you know, I don't want to do this, and this motherfucker's pissing me off, and this and that. So they give me the view of their life, you know, what their life looks like for the day, and then they give me the feeling about how this feels. They're putting that on me. They're putting on their experience on me. I see it differently. I feel different about your experience, but I'm not wearing it. I'm outside of it. You're trying to put it on me, which could be trauma dumping or any of that. And that's really simple. You sit down with a person at lunch, they're going to give you their day. They're going to give you their life in a nutshell through their perception, given their thoughts and their feelings and their actions. Yeah. Yeah. So going back to, you know, Weinstein, Epstein, fucking, you know, Diddy, all these guys. They want to change the way you think about them. They want to redeem face. They want to redeem their, I mean, as I say this, I see Kanye. He wants to redeem himself. How do you do that, Kanye? A whole lot of apologizing. You have offended a lot of people. It's not one and done. You can't say, you know what I mean, make a one public speech. That's not authentic. You have to explain to them how you know what you did was wrong. And that's what I said, you know, apologizing to my sister. I could not just say it by saying, I knew what I said was wrong. I had to explain that I know not just what I said was wrong, because I knew it was wrong when I said it. I want you to understand that I did, you know, and this is the truth. You meant to hurt me. I did. And that was wrong. I meant to hurt you. I meant to hurt you because I was hurting. And I know that I hurt you with things that are already hurting you. And until you can deal with that hurt, that you're always going to be upset with me too, because now I'm part of that hurt. I put myself in that hurt. And now every time that hurt comes up, you're going to be upset with me too. My sister she can forgive me for what I said, but she can't let me in until she forgives my mom. Every time if she ever looked upon me again, she would remember the last thing I said to her all the time. It would be in the back of her head. This goes back to that cheating conversation I said yesterday. Every time she'd come around me, she would remember the mean things I said. And though she forgives me, what I said that hurt is she'd remember what her mom did. It wasn't what I said, it's what I talked about that hurt the most. Why'd you say that? because I was already in, you have to understand the conversation where it was going. This was literally about to be the end of my relationship with my brothers and sisters. It had gone too sour. It had gone too sour. So I was going to end it now. And especially with Christine. Why? Because she's the bridge. Christine holds the family together. She is the neutral in everything. She's also the biggest gossiper, but she does it in the light. You can get on the phone with her and she will tell you everything about what's going on with everyone. She is taking the time to know her brothers and sisters and taking the time to be in their lives, and not just her brothers and sisters, because she has 10 of them. You know what I mean? She has, us. She has 6 from her mother. She's part of 6 on her mother. And then her dad had more. Really? She has lots of them. And then their children and her auntie. She is part of everybody's life. Really? Mm-hmm. And that was the same thing. It's like I went to the matriarchs. I picked the fight with the queens of our family. Really? Sophia can forgive it because Sophia has forgiven my mom. And I didn't say it directly to Sophia. Sophia would have put hands on me. Really? Sophia would have. When I said it, her daughter, Christine, was in my DM. She was going to put hands on me. She said, I'll fucking drive to you. Yeah, that's my girl. That's my niece. Come on now. Come on now. Bring it. Bring it. You got that from me. Really? Oh, yeah. They were after me when I said it. But it was like I already knew that I was walking out of this family over this conversation. So that's why I said it. Really? That's the meanest thing a person could ever say. Oh no, bro. I've said worse to other people, but that's just one I can't let down. Because again, I lost a really good person in that one. My sister Christine is a really great person. She had no right. That was her gossiping that got in it. She saw me post some shit on my Facebook. And here we are in Black Pride Month, and that's what it is. What happened? My nephew, and he's a great guy right now. He does all kinds of advocacy. He had said some shit about white people's in the gym. And I'm like, bro, you're a light-skinned nicka. Like your grandmother is white. Like your mama is white with freckles. Like, what are you talking? Why are you making white jokes? It would be just as inappropriate for me to make black jokes when my family is black. So I said something publicly on Facebook, and she went in. She was somewhere at work watching this thing, and she wanted to get in on it. And she starts it up. And she's feeding it. So we're going in on the fucking comments. She's at work and he's over there, and now they're all coming in. Next thing I know, I'm getting phone calls and shit all over a post. Why? And then, she's trying to explain to me, well, he always makes jokes about all races, and that's just the way he is. And, he ain't really never been raised by no white peoples. He grew up in Oakland. I said, that's on you. That's on you that you couldn't step it up. Where in Oakland? Like, that's disrespectful to say there are no white people in Oakland. You're being racial. And that's where I just started going deeper and deeper. Before I knew it, I had all of my black members on me while I'm trying to scream at them, they're white, and to be proud. And it's that was it. And so when you realize, look at the bigger demonstration of what I'm arguing here. Your white mother that you're denying that runs through your grandchildren. Why do you think Kyler's so beautiful and light-skinned, and her children are light-skinned, and they keep becoming out light-skinned? That was that beautiful white mother that your father fell in love with and married and never divorced. That's running through your skin that you're making white jokes about. Really, your daddy loved a white girl, didn't he, though? And this is where I'm getting ugly again. You hear it? Now, granted, they grew up in, in West Oakland as, mixed girls that got fucked up for being light-skinned. Shit like that. But it was just like, don't do this. And it got ugly, bro. And I told you, they always treated me like the white sheep. When I got up to the bay, I'll never forget it. This is when it got strategic, bro. We're sitting there and we're playing Bones. What's Bones? Dominoes. And it's the sisters. It's me, Deshauna, Christine, and Sophia. And Tony's right there, and the nephews is right there. We're all right there. And this is strategic. We're playing fucking chess right now, bro. And we're teaming. So it's me and Sophia, and it's Christina and Deshauna. I am their sister from the first marriage, the oldest woman, you know what I mean? And Deshauna is their oldest sister, meaning their dad married this woman, and this older girl became their oldest sister, their stepsister. So now we're sitting there and we're chilling, and we're starting off strong, right? We're playing teams. What does that mean? Me and Sophia, our points are together. We're stacking against their points, right? So the whole time we're sitting there, Deshauna's doing all these low blows. Oh, my sisters and my sisters, and these are my sisters. I can tell you right now, Deshauna, in her 30-something years, was feeling very uncomfortable with with these white girls, and that's why. Why? Because Deshauna's father was the same as as Christine and Sophia's, and their father loved my mother. Their father brought my mother into their home. She acted a fool, but he didn't care. He loved her. Just like Devani, I cannot understand it. Devani has new marriages and everything, but he will make sure these bitches know that I'm his real love. And he will always love me, and don't you dare talk bad about her. Clem loved my mom. And so here I am, a spitting image of my mom, and everybody's like, Lisa's so cool, Lisa's cool, Auntie Lisa's cool, Auntie Lisa's cool, Lisa's cool. So here's Deshauna, and she feels intimidated, and she wants to play these mind games about these are my sisters. We sat at a table, and she played this game. Now, that later passed because Deshauna got me out of something. I did some dirt in the bay, and they came looking for me, and they were about to roll up on Christine's house, and Deshauna had to reach out to, the biker gangs to get them off of me. Really? So she watched out for me as a sister does. She eventually treated me like a sister, or at least opened up to me as a sister and protected me like a sister should. And it could have just been because my other sisters are like Lisa's and Deep, and Shauna ran the streets up there. Deshauna ran the streets up there. It's like Lisa did some shit, and now she got some heat on her. Can you do something? And she did. She got the heat off of me. And then after that, I left the bay. So she got me out of some shit. Really? I mean, I'm a hustler, baby. Didn't matter where I was. I could get myself in some shit. So anyways, that's where it was. So it always stood this way, that I was the outsider. They let my brother in, and that's because the nephews, he was just like their age, and he was just a dude. But when it came to me, a white girl, you got to understand, these are all the black girls that run the family. This is all dominant black women. And here comes the white girl, and they got hard feelings about the white mother that left their daughters. I'm a spitting fucking image of her. I think you guys look like her more than I ever did. It's creepy as fuck. You guys even got her nose and teeth. Really? True story. It's crazy. But anyways, that's what I did. And I was already losing. It was already done. The battle was done before I stepped into it. I knew that it would come to this one day, that we would fight over race. Really? It was a race. And so imagine my surprise during my awakening. Sophia invites me into her house, and I didn't remember any of this. But as soon as I got there, I remembered everything. It's like, oh, fuck. Oh, yeah. And I talked to Sophia about it, and I explained to her I can't just reach out to Christine and apologize. But Christine, being nosy ass Christine, was calling and checking on Sophia, and all let's see what's going on. She's like, she don't never check on me like this. I was like, I know my sister. I've known my sister. It's just we're still sisters. Just time doesn't separate us. That's just it. And that's it too. She'll tell me, don't fuck with Lisa. They told Joe. They're like, Joe called him, which is my brother. Joe's like, Lisa said she's going to kill me. Should I be afraid? Fuck with me. Tony be out there doing stupid shit in the streets, but he wasn't a problem. He might jack you. He might steal something from you, but he wasn't a problem. I was a motherfucking problem. Yeah. I don't know. Again, it's not that simple. Sometimes they're not that simple, but you do have to extend that. And that's what God brought me to. He brought me there to face my past, to face my family, and to amend for it, but to actually face the truth. There was always division, and I had to understand the division. And, I worked hard on it. I couldn't understand, like always. Why won't you just accept me? I got to tell you, bro, and they know it. I went out of my way to have a sisterhood. I would try to offer them, every time I came into money, I would offer them tickets to come to Colorado. It was me that pushed my way to the Ware family reunion just because I have the Ware name. How do you have their name? I told you. My mother married their father at 16 and never changed it. I'm aware. Aware. Get it? Yes, that's the Black heritage that I have in me, is that name alone. It was given to me by their father. Really? Mm-hmm. So, anyways, it took me back to all that, but I had to realize, this had nothing really to do with me. But I worked over hard. Going back to Las Vegas, when they said they were going there, I took it upon myself. I had all kinds of hotels, so I was like, well, let me book your hotels. I booked suites for all of us. And they were gonna kick me some cash when I got there, but I took care of all of that. I did everything. I flew out there to be part of the family, all kinds of shit. I would work extra hard to be part of families. When it came to my children and the McClures, I'd pay out of my pocket to go down to Oklahoma so that they could be part of this family that doesn't want nothing. Just because I didn't want nothing to be part of, I didn't want to be part of the father, doesn't mean I didn't want my kids to be part of the family. Only later I realized I worked real hard to make sure that my kids were part of the McClures. Why? Because I thought they were a good family. I'm not saying the Baptistes. I worked real hard to keep them away from that side. You know what I mean? But I worked real hard and I was just bending myself over backwards to create families, communities, and unities where we just didn't fit in. The last time I was around all my family was at Buster's. This was after the fights, everything. This is almost a year, 2 years after all this has happened. And he's having a function because he's getting ready to die. He's like an auction or whatever. He's having this function and he invites me and I'm surprised. And when he tells Tony, tell your sister to come. He's like, really? It's like, she never did anything wrong to me. He wants to see me before he dies. He wants me to be there. He's asking so much of me, but I want to see him too. I'm honored. I loved you. I've always loved you. The only reason I haven't seen you is because of this mess. So I go. God, was it humiliating, the looks that they gave me and the cold shoulder and how they treated me. All of my family treated me like such garbage for even being there. But I wasn't there for them. I was there for him. This was, he's dying and he wants to say goodbye to everyone and he wants to say goodbye to me. They humiliated me and I left there and I was grateful to say goodbye to him, but that was the last time I saw my family. He had a funeral and they all talked so much shit because I didn't go to the funeral. Why would I do that again? Why would I sit with you people when he's not even there to protect me? He's gone now. I sat with you to say goodbye to him. I'm not doing that again. I'm not sitting around you people ever again to make me feel like that again, to look upon me like I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed of you people. Really? And it all came down to what? Standing up for fucking Lori. Can I go on to tell you that Lori's still now part of the family and she comes to Colorado and she stays at Aunt Pat's and she brings her son and they're all still family. The only one that's not part of the family is me. Hey, I think I won. Really? Yeah. I didn't understand it fully when it was happening, but I stood on my principles and my grounds. My brother would come to me, why don't you just apologize, bro? Go apologize to Aunt Pat. I said, I can't. I meant what I said, bro. I can't. That's a lie. I'm sorry for what I said. I'm not sorry. I meant it. And I mean it just as much today as I meant it that day. They're ashamed of you for breaking up our family the way you did. And now you've been deserted in a retirement home with no family. And this is your karma. And you will outlive all of us. Really? Hey, I ain't apologizing. Really? No. Redeem yourself. Allow other people to redeem yourself. But again, going back to the apology, look. An apology doesn't mean it's an open invitation to stay around hurt. And I told you that. My sister forgives me. I know she does. She's not an unforgiving person. She's protecting me and herself by not allowing me to be. I never even asked, to be honest. And I don't want to do that because I know you're going to picture the words I said. And the words I said have to do with the pain you have for my mother. So I don't want every time I come around, you're in pain about my mom. Really? Yeah. And realistically, it was my mom that brought me my sisters. She abandoned them. I grew up in a house with two brothers, and they were horrible to me. One beat the shit out of me all the time, and the other one was playing house with me until they sent him away to the military. Anyways, and then all of a sudden I have sisters, and they're older, and they're cool, and it was a miracle to have sisters. It really was. I wanted to know everything. I never had a sister, but they were sisters to each other, and I didn't know how to be one of those sisters. I kept trying to be their sister. I didn't know how. I wasn't even a sister to my brothers. I was fucking Cinderella that lived in that house. I was really excited. I wanted a sister. I kept trying real hard to have what they had. They had this cool closeness about them. And I could never break in. My brother did. He got to experience it openly. I'm telling you, there was always this weird thing where they acted like I was a stranger. When it really was obvious was I ended up in the Bay. I went to the Bay because I ended up homeless. I was running from Christian. And my brother was getting released. He was in the Bay himself. He was getting released out of a halfway house. Christine said she wouldn't take me in. This was before the fight. She said she wouldn't take me and my kids in, which was Mary Jane and Amelia at the time. I think I did have Christian, yeah. She wouldn't take us three in. But as soon as Tony got released, she moved Tony in. So Sophia said, I'll take her in. And Sophia let me in. And they loved me. I cleaned that house and I cooked meals and I did everything. And they loved us. We were the best. I am the best house bitch. Really? I stayed there until I got my taxes. But she wouldn't take me in. And I felt that. It's like, why don't you trust me? You trust him, right? So then they would come. They lived in San Leandro, and they would come out to Oakland, and they'd be all buddy, and she'd be giving him money, and she acted right in front of my face, bro. She showed preferential treatment to my brother, and I would sit there like, you wouldn't even take us in, but you take him in, and you treat him like he's the best. My brother got her good. One time he got drunk, and in the middle of the night, he took her car, her credit card, and all of the jewelry that was left from mom that was still sitting in her car. He abandoned her car on the side of the road. He spent up all her money and did all this shit. I would have never done that type of shit to you. You would have had a clean house and meal made. I would have never done that type of shit to you. But that's what happened. You chose him. Why? Because I was unpredictable and I was mouthy. Because I'd get loud. I was loud and I would argue a lot. So when I moved into Sophia's, it was everybody, all eyes on us. They're like, she's not going to be able to pull that shit with Sophia. Sophia will fuck her up if she opens her mouth like that with Sophia. Really? It was a fight of the fittest is what they thought was going to happen. But it didn't. Me and Sophia didn't fight about shit. She was amazing. She was amazing to me. We didn't fight about nothing, ever. I never raised my voice to Sophia. Sophia never raised her voice to me. Just because she's got to put you in your place all the time. And that's what it was. We were two feathers. You know what I mean? We're constantly putting people in place. So we got along. We didn't have to assert each other. We were nothing but empresses. She let me in and I was grateful to be there. If I made a mistake, she would talk to me very cool, calm, and collect. She didn't talk down to me. And I would take that in and I would apply it. And that was it. Certain things like don't be doing too much laundry or don't run, just respect her house and her authority. And they thought that we wouldn't be able to get along, but we got along just fine. Really? Yeah. I know my nephews. You know what I mean? I got good with my nephews. Oh yeah, I love them. All of my nephews, including Deshauna's. Doo-Wop. Doo-Wop died. Doo-Wop was such a sweet boy. I lived there. I lived on for a bit. We was living on the fucking couch. We was making beds on the floor. So first thing in the morning, me and my kids, we wake up and shit, and they would drop them off. So first thing in the morning, I'm there, and we're having breakfast or we're doing something. I'm cleaning up the house. I was just part of it. While Sophia's at work and all the boys in the hood are kicking it on the porch on 8th Street, here I am. So I got to be, you know what I mean? I got to be with them and stuff. Doo-Wop got killed, though. That was a sad thing. I remember him coming in. I'll never forget it. There was a Waka Flocka Flame was down there doing a video in the projects, and me and Sophia was going over to the fucking chicken place to get it, and we was laughing at him. We're like, let's go see this shit. And we roll up and we're laughing. We're like, damn, dude, he really wanted a real set. He's like, I want motherfucking homeless people. I want motherfucking piss on the floor. I want fucking crackheads. Anyways, it was a big deal, and all the boys in the hood wanted to be part of the video. WAP was in the video. It was a big old thing. I'll never forget that. He was such a good kid, and he came to get your money. All day he was sitting there trying to crap you out. Fuck, dude, 7 o'clock in the morning, him and Bubba up there crapping. Really? Then here comes all their boys. Why aren't they at school? Because they're hustling, baby. They're making money. They're not learning how to make money. They're making money on the block. Really? Oh, he would take your money, bro. I watched him all the time. Really? Great kids. It was a great family, but again, it was just I couldn't fit in. And I used to try real hard. I tried hard with family, friends, organizations. What's wrong with me? Hey, bro, ain't nothing wrong with you. And that's the Lilith. It's just this doesn't fully fit. And then again, I told you, Sophia would have no problem at inviting me and my children and my dog in because she had lived with me before. She's like, oh, this bitch gonna clean my house and we're gonna be eating good. Really? She knew it. That's when I went to leave. Bubba said, oh, no more cakes? No more sweet tea? Really? Yeah, I always made desserts for them. I wasn't doing shit. I was just in the house. I had to contribute somehow. Really? Oh, yeah. No more Tristan. That was Amelia all day. She would be yelling that boy's name, telling him what to do all the time. I loved him. I really did. I tried hard to be part of family because I never really had it. And when I had it, I tried real hard. And that goes back to my actual family. You know, I just show up at the family functions. Who invited her? Nobody. Why does she keep coming? I thought I was part of the family. I'm serious. It was very obvious. Some of them did. James didn't mind me. Buster loved me. Eva loved me. Fucking Shauna was too touchy, but she did like me. We had a lot of fun. Why? Because I was just like my mom, and my mom was her best friend. Really? Yeah. There were certain family members. Ricky. Oh man, Ricky, remember we got in trouble with 4th of July? They caught us. We took off to go smoke weed. They knew we got fucked up. Seth loved me. There were certain parts of the family, but it's almost like extended members, not the actual members. Really? Yeah, the ones that weren't so deep in the bullshit, which is the women. The women in our family, bro. The men liked me, the people outside. You know, like Eva, she was part of it, but she was outside of it. She lived in Texas. She wasn't part of it. Really? Yeah. It's like hanging out with Kourtney Kardashian. She's cooler than the rest of the Kardashians. She's not so. She's a barker. Get it? She's a barker. Really? Redeem yourself. Try to. But make sure it's authentic and don't apologize for some shit you're not actually sorry for. And if you're sorry for the situation, then tell the truth. I can't take back what I said, but I'm sorry that this happened. And it took, don't be like, well, when you said that, that's where I snapped. Be like, I snapped. I was sensitive. You know what I mean? It's got to be about you, not about them, but about you. Because a true apology is you're apologetic about you. I apologize how abrasive that I am and the effects it has. Rarely do I have to apologize that I didn't mean to do that. I meant to. And that's where it gets a little honest. I didn't mean to say that. No, I meant to. But let me explain why I said that. I strategically said that to hurt you. I told you, these swords, verbally abusive, keep your breath clean. I'm telling you, yesterday when that happened, I'm like, wow, I learned my lesson. Really? I've been spitting fire since the beginning. Fucking fireballs. Yeah, and that's why, when Bobby said that last week, he's like, you're not the only person that gets hurt. And I'm thinking to myself, I didn't do shit to you. Oh, but I say a lot of hurtful shit. Yeah, I'd be I'd be saying hurtful shit. But I can't say I didn't mean to say that. And that's where it's authentic. Why are you saying such hurtful shit to me all the time? Because you keep rejecting me, so I'm just going to reject you back. How do you like that? This is my way of fighting back. It's just all transparency. And when I went through all of these stages, I looked at Marshall. I'm like, hey, you want You want to talk about some things? Hey, Marshall, call me 1-900-MIX-A-LOT and keep those nasty thoughts. I'm done. I'm going to go wash this away and we're going to go on for another day. Do I have to apologize? Maybe. Who do I got to apologize to? I don't know. What did I say? The Holy Spirit will remind me if I need to. Sometimes. You could be right in front of my face. I don't even know who you are. It happens all the time. Really? I swear. To say that it's gone, that's not true. There's a security guard here that worked here forever. And then he irritated me and I was like, do you even work here? He's like, I be here every day. I was like, no, you don't. And then I remembered he literally is here every day. Why did you tell him that? I don't know. I didn't remember him. Really? Yeah, I'll fucking forget your ass real quick. You don't need to come remind me. If the spirit doesn't, then I don't know you. Really? You don't know me. Just kidding. Hey, redeem yourself. Love you. Laters. Bye-bye.